Recently, AI has been serving as judges in K-pop auditions, and AI film festivals are emerging around the world. Technology is reshaping the landscape of the cultural sector. Today, we will explore the significance of these changes by connecting with Dr. Juyong, physicist and professor of culture technology at KAIST. Hello, Professor Park.
Hello, Professor Park.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us on the Culture Wave. So, could you briefly introduce yourself, please, and tell us about the research you pursued so far? Also, how have you been integrating cultural technology with AI?
Sure. So I'm a theoretical physicist by training. Now study how science and culture intersect since they both are creative expressions of how we understand and see the world. And since AI is advancing rapidly, I'm interested in learning how it can help humans become more creative.
That's excellent. And AI is penetrating various cultural fields, be it music. As I mentioned earlier, the movie Run to the West, or Jungangge in Korean, as well as video games, performing arts, etc. In your opinion, which field do you think may see the most distinct changes?
So the AI's biggest impacts won't be limited to one specific genre or area, like in music above all else, for instance, but it'll be in the form of how the creators do their work, especially simpler prototyping, auto-completion of repetitive tasks that will see great impact because that's where it excels. And humans can spend more time doing uniquely human things, the truly creative ones.
And I think what many people, some may be worried, some may be curious, some also may be more interested, is how this will affect our daily lives. I mean, some people are obviously thinking about their future work. They're also thinking about how it could take over or how it could somewhat help their daily lives. In your sort of mind, Professor, how do you think this will affect our daily lives?
But in a way, it actually help people do new things. For instance, so let's see in a movie or a music video, there's a shot of the upper body of your favorite actor or idol. But maybe you want to give them legs or change their facial expressions to transfer the emotion of the scene, right? Then instead of reshooting, you could add the legs and change facial expressions using AI because that has been done plenty before. Or maybe quickly add short ambient music to fit the atmosphere of the scene. So it makes it easier to become a participator yourself in the creative process and for new talents to emerge.
Interesting. And Professor Park, the government is actually also has vowed to put efforts into fostering AI and also the cultural sector as future growth engines. So the use of digital and AI technology has also been underlined at a recent APEC meeting. So the APEC 2025 high-level dialogue on cultural and creative industries, which happened in Gyeongju recently. So what do you make of all of these developments, all of this emphasis on AI also from the government level?
Of course, the one big possibility is that it will actually help humans become more creative. But, since popular culture is such a cutthroat industry, any possibility for value creation will push the government to try it out. Now, you have to keep in mind that we have yet to witness the AI doing anything by itself, right? So there has been no AI Beatles, no AI BTS, or even the Studio Ghibli fad of this year, if you remember, was about just mimicking human drawings, and it didn't come really close to creating the whole movies that had real cultural and industrial impact. So we always have to focus on how we can help the human creators with these new technologies like AI.
Excellent. And I'm very interested in technology myself, and I've been following AI for quite some time. And I'm quite interested in Korean AI. So at what level is Korea's AI-based cultural content technology at this moment? And in your opinion, how does it differ from other countries? I mean, we are obviously in contention, like we're in competition with like other countries like Taiwan, China, the US, Russia, etc. Where do we sit amongst those other countries, do you think?
Yeah, so there may be two ways of looking at this. So Silicon Valley in the US still has the upper hand as far as basic technology goes. Because AI takes so much resource and energy, which Korea may find it difficult to match by itself. But many AI tools are available as a product, so Korean creators can easily use them. And at the moment, Korean culture in general, not just K-pop, but spanning a wide range of culture and art, are the darling of the world that, Maggie Kang has just mentioned, right? So we can use that for creative purposes. And places like KAIST, where I work, for instance, is focused on leveraging that for content creation.
And Professor Park, this is just an impromptu question, but what fascinates you actually about the fast development of AI, may I ask, at this point?
So yeah, it's actually challenging humans to become kind of more creative, right? Because one aspect of this AI development is that people are thinking that in the future, people may not have as much opportunity to be humans, right? Because AI is taking over. But what we've discovered is actually it's challenging humans to become more creative, which is a good thing for the consumers because we're actually looking at better and better content. And now that, the AI has seen much development, people are discovering that, okay, there is a lot that humans can still do. And that is where I'm pinning my hopes for in the future.
Right. It looks like there are really many positive factors that we can look forward to. The convergence of AI and culture is definitely opening up a lot of opportunities, while simultaneously there are also some concerns, issues surrounding copyright, creator rights, and of course, ethics. I think that's also a very important point here. So what do you think are the tasks we should first look into before moving ahead?
Right. So in order for us to be better at AI and for to help AI to become more helpful in the future, we actually have to understand the nature of AI, and that's where everything begins, right? So AI is still an algorithm with no creative desire that humans have, right? You don't really see an AI doing, I'm going to be creative like humans do. So all the recognition rightfully have to go to the human creators who took the time and made the effort to produce data that AI is trained on. So recently in the US, there was an agreement with the AI provider and the authors of books for the compensation for providing the data that their AI was trained on. Now, that is one avenue that actually has to be settled in Korea as well. But also more importantly, we should not forget that all this is to help humans create new things, because without humans, not only in the past, but also in the future, AI equals an emotionless, passionless printing press without human input who actually wants to do the creation, right? So we should always put humans into the equation, not discourage them because, people are saying that AI is better than humans. That's not the way to go. The way to go is, hey, these are the new tools that actually can help you become more creative. So we actually have to empower them and always not forget to put humans into the equation of value creation in culture. And that is where the effort should be made in both research and education like KAIST pursuing right now.
Putting humans into the equation. I should keep note of that.
Yes, I absolutely agree with you there. And I think a lot of people's concerns, especially people who are not interested in AI, this is a quick question just off the cuff, but that you would definitely know about. AI is human-based learn. That means anything that AI knows is from all the literature that has been throughout history. It's learned through humans, right? So it doesn't know any more than what humans know. It's learned of humans, of text, of all this information that we have stored within the internet itself. For you, Professor, where do you see AI going from there? Do you see that there is a future of AI becoming more advanced in a way where it is able then to possibly research beyond the human mind? Or do you also think that AI only has its limitations when humans are only being able to input the information in itself?
Yeah, great question. So the current paradigm of AI is what we call a machine learning. So basically the machine studies what people have created, like, the paintings that we have drawn, the novels we have written. But what's important is that all that people have created is the past. That's what we did before now. But as humans, we're always faced with new challenges, right? Because, if everything had been done before, we wouldn't be worried about the future because the future we know is going to be the same. It's not the case, which means that people are always looking forwards and will always looking for new answers, new questions. And the AI is not designed to do that. It's always trained on the past, meaning that it can help us kind of realize things we haven't seen personally, but still facing the questions of the future and finding answers will fall to the humans. And that new experience will again help the AI grow more, which can help us more in the future. So we always have to remember that it is the humans who face the future and design the future that can help the machines, which are essentially our helpers, not our leaders.
Right. And on that note, we want to thank you very much for your insights today, Professor Park, and for connecting with us. And I guess when AI is in the proper hands, it will make us humans even more creative, maybe, and also, as you said, make AI our helpers in the future. So thank you very much again, and keep in touch.
Thank you, Professor Park.
The pleasure was mine. Thank you.
And thank you, Walter. As always, we're going to have you back here tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.